各位，咱们期待已久的《心灵杀手2》是终于发售了呀！这个新杀手呢，它前作应该是我记得是13年前吧，10年的时候的游戏了吧？确实已经过这么久了。然后呢，我看之前的预告片，大致了解下这个游戏是一个惊悚的游戏，算不算恐怖呢？我也还不知道，因为他们都说是惊悚，不是恐怖。可以，这种走心理恐惧的游戏我都挺喜欢的。然后这次呢 ，Remedy 呢也是在这个视觉效果上，它的画面质量上下了硬功夫，采用的是最新的北极光引擎，就听说这引擎是可以比肩虚幻5引擎的，因此呢，这游戏的配置要求也是特别高，好吧？哥们3080 Ti 呢也是在高画质、关闭全景光追、开启 DLSS 的情况下，应该是能到达一个 2.5K 稳定60帧的。OK，咱们直接开始吧。新游戏呢，就先走个普通难度吧。后续2周目再调整一下困难难度。来看一下这次 Remedy 给我们交上了一个怎样的答卷吧。我还是很喜欢 Remedy 游戏的，包括之前像控制，然后量子破碎我都玩过，唯独就没玩心灵杀手1。心灵杀手1我感觉确实太久远了。可以，这种典型的谜语人风格。没买 PS5 版，PS5 版那个优化好像不是很好。这个游戏不是第一方游戏，玩 PS5 上玩第一方游戏体验要好很多。
But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
可以，我先玩啊。我玩完过后呢，我再去搜一下这个游戏的剧情。我感觉这个游戏剧情真的很烧脑。就我之前玩控制，量子破碎，其实后面我还是理解到什么意思了，但控制的剧情就已经搞得我一头雾水了。我操！这什么玩意儿？一个裸男。我操，这哥们儿不像活人了。哎，哦，可以操作了。我操！一上来让我操作个什么玩意儿？这玩意儿太掉散了。OK， 可以啊，画面这黑不溜秋的，你也看不出什么，等会儿才看得出来。怎么事儿？这耳边一直有什么？一直有一个男人在低语啊！而且这个植被的密集程度是很高的。然后这个风吹过这个树，这晃动也很真实啊。可以啊。就是这个 BGM 不太友好。我操！可以，经典 jump scare。其实还，哇哦！行啊，没被吓到，还行，还行，在接受范围内。其实哥们儿胆量是真算挺大的。哥们儿之前玩面容就是都，虽然我很怕，但还是坚持给他玩完了。我感觉视角它会一顿一顿的，优化是有点问题。好，可以冲刺了。L3冲刺。 我操，这啥？超自然生物。我知道就是这个第一部啊，里面那些敌人叫这个什么，是往这边走，什么都看不到，叫那个什么黑暗俘虏是吧？哎，那边有光，这边过不去，这边被这个挡着，真过去。Holy shit！ 啊？要打架吗？现在应该是巨鲨吧？这里，再往前走。Holy shit！ 果然是巨鲨。哇，这风格可太对味儿了，我操！What the fuck！ 这个运镜有点奇妙。可以，又是邪教，又是这种蒙太奇运镜，我操，很喜欢，很臭胃口。Alan Wake 2， 帅啊，帅飞了！我操！他们说这个是什么可操作的美剧是吧？那我就不说话了，闭嘴。
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my God, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town.
我操，他们两个好同步啊，刚
Feels
合
like the
适。
killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
啊，这个黑人女
Okay.
这个女，这是个
Any
新
words
主
of
角，
advice?
这就是双主角，一个是艾伦威克，一个是这个萨贾
Cheer anyone up.
，FBI 的一个探员。
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
哦，巨斧湖应该也是上座的场景，就好像是这一切的这个起源就是发生在一个小镇啊，叫亮湖镇吧，我记得。哇哦，这人
A
物建模
deputy
很
was
炸裂
supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car.
啊，可以操
So
作。
where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
回归一邀请，这个蹦的这种一个大字的章节标题就很像控制，是吧？OK， 开始了。帧数呢应该是有60帧的，挺流畅的。巨斧湖的地图。
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
哦，它的触摸板还分2个区域啊。按这个左边的区域是看地图。OK， 这个设计还挺好。来跟着这个 Casey 探员走一下，听到有人在这乱叫。
Hey there, Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
这个2个应该都是要问的吧
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
看玩这个系列一定要专注看剧情啊！你们弹幕可以跟我说一下有什么剧情我疏忽的地方，我也会把我对这个游戏剧情的理解给大家分享一下，好吧？总之要认真玩这个游戏，马虎不
Before
了
we
一
get to
点。
the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
意念之境，哇哦！
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
哦，我操，这什么秦风行为？就是在脑子里构建出一个思维宫殿，是吧？这太像那种好多国产侦探片，就是搞这个的。
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
啥意思啊？案件板是用心理技术，萨甲可以利用案件板来分析线索并推进调查。我操，高级！啊，移动光标。啊，地图在这儿，是吧？先这样吧。应该还没有案件可以调查，这应该是他之前调查的案件。
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to
哦，一年
cracking
之
it.
境不会暂停
We're
游
just
戏
getting
哦
started.
那不是安全区。
Let's
是
head
吧
down the hill to the crime
那
scene.
就是一个脑中世界。我靠，你看这远景，哇，做的真的很好。
Nature gives me a headache. There's too much
哇，这个
sky.
画质，如果它是个就是那种很恐怖的游戏的话，那这压迫感可想而知。觉得这画质真的很强啊！如果它很恐怖的话，哥们儿在想
Hey
这个
Casey,
攻略
you
是录
putting
不
me
了
in
一点。
charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am.
You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
这个画质是目前天花板，肯定是被美墨掉的。美国末日说老实话是受那个影响，受 PS4的影响。Mirror Peak 劲风 ，Remedy 游戏组团都是那个啥，那个叫啥来着？啊，谜语人。对我感觉优化很好啊，目前60帧嘎嘎稳啊！我操，我还是个笔记本，对吧？那台式4090不是全景光追直接开启爽飞了呀，这个。
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
这游戏感觉出来挺慢节奏的，需要静下心来慢慢玩的那种游戏。
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here
我也
that
喜欢
feels
下雨，
like
游戏
home.
里下雨的
You
画
think
质
the
一
local
定
law
就
had
很
the
炸
sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
我操！我这画质，我真的 I'm not exaggerating. It's really crazy. Oh god. Look at the shadow mixed with the environment. Oh my god. 我操！这也太炸裂了吧！这个效果，杂货店去腐。
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
好，跟着他走。我大家看到没？刚刚那地方
So,
好漂亮。
FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the
目前没
UFO
感觉到掉帧啊，
cover-ups.
Those are real?
也没有卡
You
顿
guys，hiring?
这么牛逼吗？Remedy 游戏一直优化都
Let's
挺好的
just，see this body, shall we?
它是高画质、高配置，但它优化一定不会拉垮。就是唯一一个能让玩家反省自己电脑的游戏，就是它的游戏。哦，来了啊！这就是刚刚看到那个场景吧？这个大胖子，
Didn't touch nothing.
我操
You know,
我操
procedures and stuff.
我他妈看到牛了
Thanks, deputy，
这他妈能播啊！
You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor.
那有牛
Does
牛
this fit the
露牛
MO of
牛
the。previous murders?
OK，现在怎么说？哦，要调
Body
查
is
案件。
positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
获得关键图像进入案件版。哇，这是直接无缝切进来的呀！我操，他妈更是重量级。
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
与之前的谋杀案一致。哦，就是把你拿到的你觉得跟这个相关的图像放在分支后面。调查犯罪现场。哦，我懂了。然后继续收集这个证据是吧？啊，这种游戏有点像那个《寻侦探秘》啊，之前玩过的。那我还是比
Inside
较擅
stab wound. Chest cut
心
open.
脏被放
Heart
出来了，
removed.
然后被
Bruising on
绷
the
带
wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
给捆住的。哇，这个真恶心啊，这哥们儿，那死都死不体面。哦，就是要放照片是吧？哦，我懂了，这样放照片。一致，被放过来。哦，就这样，可以。这应该是没有顺序要求了吧？它3个角是跟这个关联的都能放在一起。
Heart removed from chest. strapped by the wrists.
哇，
Definitely
这跟
matches
前
the
作完
previous
全不一
murders.
样，这是一个
But
全
this
新
time
的
the
机
heart
制
and
了，
the
已经。
straps were left behind.
可以啊
More
，Remedy
clues to work
这
with.
么猛，
This makes 4 murders that we know about.
我已经开始期待 Alan Wake， 就是 Alan 那边的。哦，就更新出了2个新的问题，就是他在自己问自己，深入了解受害者，深入了解凶手。So this 呢，懂了。哇，你看他这个是直接无缝切换过来的，给大家展示一下。你看，比如
Who
说
is
现
our
在
victim?
我还在这个
Who
场景，
killed him? Need to find more clues.
确实，然后我只要一点这个，瞬间无缝切换，这切换速度就堪比是这个 PS5 的 SSD 了，我操！
Was he
OK，
killed here or brought here after? For display.
然后要调查这哥们儿咋死的。这个不是哦，我们是旁观者视角是吧？被那个
Multiple people were here.
神秘人
Multiple
戴着面具的邪教给他妈直接屠杀了，我操！那玩意儿肯定是他妈什么？我记得应该
Large
叫
amount of blood on the table.
黑暗俘虏，
The victim died here.
可用推论啊！再到处逛一下啊，这边可以。哦，也拿到了新的证据，桌子上沾满了血迹，鲜血，应该放在哪儿？应该是这个意思，凶手吧？哎，对的。多组足迹，足迹应该也是凶手的。哇，有意思啊，这种侦探感觉。
Footprints indicating multiple killers.
可以，这种凶手才
Quite the party.
才嚣张，现场都不带清理的，是吧？但凡清理一下，受害者这边还差2个，现场都没袭击者。
Did they plan for the murder to happen here? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over.
这么
Was it
这
for
么
a
多酒
camera?
啊！
Someone was drinking beer.
看路超猛，我操，
They
神
spent
他妈
time
路超
here.
猛，可以可以
Waiting.
可以，杀人前还喝酒，很有基调，好吧，很帅。稍后再说，咋就稍后再说了？我操，他这无缝切换真的牛逼啊！来交流一下。
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13
啊，那
years
哥们儿是
ago.
个 FBI，
I haven't heard a word about him
行
since.
完全看不出来，我还以为他不是
Until
人呢。
now.
Nightingale. Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes.
好了，你认识
You
啊？
probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
与人交谈，查看周围环境，发现线索。
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at
这个确实
Quantico.
很难认出来，哥们
Never
儿
worked any cases
这还是
together.
能理解一下。
After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
啊，又可以推论了。哦，图标了表示关键线索是吧？行，来先整理一下。南丁格尔被解雇了啊，这肯定是受害者。这哥们儿还跟南丁格尔是，南丁格尔这叫胖子，黑胖啊，我们叫他黑胖。受害者南丁格尔最后一次露面是在，这应该不需要我分析吧？如果这需要分析的话，有点太硬核了。
Ex-FBI. Came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
哦，这就是放这的。
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
受害者从哪儿来的？
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use
我操
whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a
特写，
revelation.
这什么超能力？
Piece it together.
在萨甲的意念之境中，使用侧写可进入嫌疑犯和受害人的脑海。啊，这什么能力？
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up
我操，
here?
这女主也不简单。
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
这哥们儿从旧湖爬出来的，我操，好烧脑啊！完了，感觉
The
这
lake is
些
connected to Nightingale somehow.
湖跟
Casey,
有关。
let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
可以，好吧，我感觉我的 CPU 也快烧了，就这种游戏风格
This
就
one of
是
your hunches, Anderson?
挺
Did
吃
something happen at
CPU
the
的。
lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety.
我们女主一看就是个大聪明，
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers.
嗯，PS5肯定是没这个画质。
The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to
哇，
me.
这个数值刚刚
What was this guy
看到
doing
了那
skinny
个
dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
女巫之巢巨湖，
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
确实这个
You
是有
need
点
to get
吓人
out。more. It is kind of creepy, though.
来调查一下，我操，这种树就很有那个白桦树精的这个感觉。哎，这个纸怎么在
There's a piece
闪
of
来
paper
闪
on the
去？
ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
从石头下面爬出来的。啊？什么孙悟空？
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us.
这演员好
The
熟
victim
悉
was
啊
one！of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the
the
words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Holy shit！我感觉不妙，这氛
Someone's
围
been
感已经
watching
来了。
us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
哦，又可以侧写了。来吧，侧写。 哇，侦探游戏我太爱了，打杀游戏玩多了就喜欢玩一些这
A
种高
story
级
about
的。
these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
我操，他这个能力哪儿来的呀？以前有交代过他这种能力吗？把线索捋一下，脚印消失了。
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
还有别的事情，体内藏着什么东西？阅读这些字。
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
哇，真有意思。OK， 走。
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Cassie 懵了，我操，这个女的在这发呆，发呆，就他妈来一个线索，搞不清你他妈是凶手吧？走啊 ，Let's go， leading the way。是吧？这他妈也直接脑子里想一下，还能侧写，我操，这他妈超人！
I hate all of it. The text said we'd
不是
find
像你
more.
现在就在一个惊
I
悚电影，
believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
哇，这光线变化，我操！绝子。我开着录制，它还掉不下60帧，你们怎么能说这句话差呢？我操！
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
结晶钥匙，要去那个什么镇上，灰落镇。
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
啊，我想喝咖啡啊，我好困啊，我操！录完这期咱们就先睡了吧，先继续睡了，真他妈有点遭不住。
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in.
确实
We
pretty
should
啊
go，for a hike if we get a chance.
这个屋子 pretty 的，我显卡很难受啊，我操！
Deputies aren't
我看他后
exactly
台
up to
占
the
有，
task, but
哥们
hopefully
CPU
the
占有率
sheriff will be more helpful.
5%，
Not a
我
surprise
操！
about the
这游戏的
deputies.
全可调动我的显
They've
卡
seen，much stuff this gruesome.
就一点 CPU 都不带动的呀。走哪边啊？啊，一看就不是走这边。DLC 是有点拖影啊，不知道后续能不能优化一下。拖影还挺明显的，它 DLC， 但也不太影响游玩。本身这个 Remedy 游戏就这种风格是吧？本身就晃来晃去的这个视觉效果。我操！这是有物资可以拿吗？
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox.
原稿碎片。
Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
凯西的午餐盒，武器升级。
He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates
哦，
the
可以升
movies.
升级枪，2个原稿，要18个原稿，12个原稿。啊，这个是永久提升版。我现在提升不了一点。哦，有新案件了，凯西的午餐盒。
Finding a Casey movie
啊，
lunchbox
这应该
out
是
here
收集物
can't
品呢，里
be a
面可以拿到个原稿
coincidence.
碎片，原稿碎片呢
Another
可以
message.
升级枪。看我这机制了解的速度，根本没有被任何剧透过，纯属聪明，好吧？应该就是然后把这个放在这儿，哎，不是 ，sorry， 这应该是，这是谁留下的
Think Saga.
啊？那傻逼了，应该放这儿，对，巨虎湖的嘛，巨斧湖，哎，这好绕口，巨斧湖啊，没问题。OK， 继续。这 PS5手面应该是完整适配的，我感觉现在玩着还挺舒服的。它竟然还有一些，比如说我走在离地上，我能感觉到这 PS5的细微震动啊。
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something fat.
可以啊，这游戏到现在都是文戏啊，还没有遇到什么战斗之类的。他们就是我看预告片都是，就是网上都说这座战斗部分应该会少很多，它更不多偏向于是这种解密啊、演出啊这种分析，但它战斗一定有一定就是有一定难度，就比较棘手。哎，这里面走哪儿？啊，可以跑来了就跑起来，慢慢嘟嘟的走着，办案还是得效率啊，不能太悠闲。哦，回到车这来了。 哎，哦，还有我卡那儿呢，我操，吓我一跳。
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet
我
the
看
sheriff
网
at the
上很多
diner.
4090都跑不了，都只能跑30帧的，那就有点夸张了。哎，哦，对不起，是这辆车啊，我还以为那个警车是我们的。前往灰洛镇。
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
我操，什么？这都是恐怖片里面主角的惯例啊，就是好几天还死包。我操！
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field
我
office?
操，不像假的。
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront.
关注这回集中
Shouldn't keep
下
the
载或
sheriff
者
and
分
our
享
witnesses
信
waiting.
息，记录收集进度。我操！哇，这个地方真的好平。哇，这他妈超越现，这跟现实有什么区别？我操！可以啊，应该是要去那个啥。哎，有个地图，拉一下。归落镇地图。我好抽象啊，这个是，这什么 cosplay？ 看一下回罗镇地图。哦，这么大。哦，哦，对不起，这边是那个，这边去不了，应该是。我说怎么这么他妈大？哇，这水，这光，这建模，这天，炸裂啊，兄弟们！哦，应该就是这个餐馆是吧？过来看一下。
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls.
嗯，
Nice to have you here.
这不是冰
I
人
got you
吗？
both some coffee.
啊，不是冰人，
It's
是那个
Washington's finest.
哎，我忘了那样子破碎的主角
Nice
名
to
字，
meet
就
you,
是这样子
Sheriff.
破碎的一个主角啊！我操，
I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no
是
to
他
another.，
我对他挺熟
I'm
的，因为
Agent
博士
Saga
玩过很多
Anderson.
遍
This is Agent。Alex
长了胡子
Casey.
我一眼给他认出来。
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two
Breaker.
are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
啊，不给我来一杯吗？我
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
我操，这个是有什么联动吗？老路餐厅，还是说就是这个游戏的原创角色？这对夫妇应该是目击了那个兰尼格尔被杀的这个场景。
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
我操，你们就不能描述他那哥们儿的肤色吗？有他妈正常人是那个肤色。
They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
啊，有点可疑啊！研究 Alan
What
Wake。
makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was
完了，
terrifying.
小伙子是不是管不住嘴？哦，要侧写这两个人了，来侧写一下。
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder.
Tammy 又是
They
谁
were
啊？
telling the truth.
我操，你就这么就断定他们没有撒谎？这么强？
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
我也想问，太强了，什么清风行为？
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
哇，这个钥匙上有这个什么拜出校的这个标志。
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more
啊，
questions.
这个服务员。
Like we'd even dream of missing.
等一下，我等一下说话，这播剧情。
Saga Anderson, as I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
我操！
You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
我短短这一下给我鸡皮疙瘩整出来了，我操！不对劲，不对劲，不对劲！这个女的，我说怎么这么眼熟？控制里面那个扫地工的，不是那个扫地工，哎呀，在控制里面出现过。不对不对，这游戏有这么多角色，他长得跟那个之前的 Remedy 游戏一样，我觉得应该不会是巧合。你知道我意思？你知道我在说什么？就可能是故意为之，可能真的是就是所谓的 Remedy 宇宙吧。我这个路。
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
这他妈可能也不是 dream。
I need something to force this open.
厕所应该没什么东西，这现在应该是不会吓我的。哦，进不去。OK。
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier.
我操，玩这游戏我不知道该怎么说话呀，我有点懵啊。就我玩过《Remedy》这些作品，我就很疑惑，他为什么会有这么多一样的角色出现？
Yeah, she's a bit
肯定是有什么深意，
always has been.
绝对不只是。
Why? What she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter
只是
drowned.
请了相同的演员演不同
She
角
even
色。
knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible, but it's best not to take it personally.
我这期录多久了？超1个小时了，感觉。
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
How are you?
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
尸检啊，设计。
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
这手电筒也不够亮啊，买到崴货了。好吧，还是得开一下手电筒，啥都看就不了。
Okay. Let's take a look at outpatient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
哦，又有新线索了。2个都有新线索了，一个个来吧。
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
有关尸体了解多少？寻找证据。另一个呢？去火红谋杀案，描述高喊着剁成碎肉。哦，结案了。
We're dealing with an organized group of killers.
派出教。
Not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more
这不
complicated.
更复杂了吗？这怎么会结案了呢？
I'll need to
行吧
start a new file.
哦，另一排卷宗。
But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Exciting 啊，这是个工作狂。OK， 白鼠教。
I need to know more about the Code of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down. 什么样的邪教？邪教的图案。邪教的目标。邪教的心理。我操，那么高级啊！先检查一下这 What
个
was
这
the
个
cause
胖
of
子。
death? What other? There's writing on here.
Writing 啊，身上还刻了字。
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water.
肯定是把他泡成巨人观了。我就说他感觉就不像个活人。
It doesn't add up.
他是被惊死了呀！我操。
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest.
回到刚刚那讲，然后把东西梳理一下。尸体了解多少？死因。这都是死因啊。有模糊的文字，这模糊的文字应该也不是死因了。我想一下，应该要另放一个仪式文字。长期泡水应该也是死因。出现巨人
Chest
问题。
wound is cause of death.
胸
But the
部创
corpse
伤
is
是
bloated.
明显死因。
Waterlogged.
辨认
Doesn't
的
add
字
up.
迹。
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
哦，要把它剖开了。我操！这姐夫直接上手不戴手套的。
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
什么安娜的小说吗？
Nightingale hunted
啊，果然。
Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable.
Night can't hurt them.
Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
这帽子一摘我就认出来了，这就是那样破碎的一个主角。RCU 宇宙啊！我操！我太美。
No, wait.
啊
Sheriff?
What the hell?
我操！我靠！他妈诈尸了我！啊！这就来了！逃生是吧？我操！完了完了！我开杀了！我操！
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
黑暗俘虏无法直视人民。哦，这是黑暗俘虏，怎么感觉跟一代不一样呢？这黑暗俘虏不是小兵吗？你妈的变成……哦shit！ 这整出了一大反派的即视感。
He's coming. it to get into the light.
哦，开始了，开始了，赶紧待到光亮处。哦，我现在能进入虚空之境吗？
He can't see me in the light.
我
My gun's
操，
out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
还真看不见呗。该配合你演出的我。
Gotta move. Now.
Gotta move. Move to where? 哇，这是吧？啊！我操！3枪就搞定了。
Vanished.
我绝对要回头杀。张忠，我操！这个序章就给我玩的一头雾水，不仅一头雾水，我还起鸡皮疙瘩起身。哇，这歌好好听啊！那咱们下期见吧，各位。好吧，太牛逼了。